all started with just a message on Instagram. This client is a professional based in the US. He wanted a 3 to 4 bedroom bungalow because he's in his late 50s. He just wanted something that when he comes back to Nigeria, he can easily stay in his home, enjoy the serenity. He wanted somewhere calm, serene, somewhere that he can relax, regenerate when he comes home. He does not want the hustle and bustle of Lagos. Started searching, and his budget was reasonable. It was about 60, 65, 70 million. That was what his budget was. So we started searching for some like nice offers, some very good offers, but there is a but. It's either the property is too expensive, something that matches what he wants. It's either the property is too expensive, or the one that are not as expensive is usually, the papers are usually not complete. It's either there is one problem or the other along the line. When we start doing our due diligence, start checking before, because of course we definitely verify, check, cross-check, and still cross-check and cross-check again to make sure that the property is in a good condition, or to make sure that we'll not be hearing stories after. So after a while, when we've done some scrutinizing, checked different properties, we saw some in Ibejuleki, we saw some in emerging locations in Ibejuleki, we saw some on the mainland, and like that. Most of them were actually off plan. So I now saw one that struck my attention, something that grabbed my attention. This man must definitely buy into this one because it matches what he wanted, and it was quite affordable than his budget. So we saw Mowe Golf. It's just close to Christopher University and close to the Redeemed Christian Church in Mowe. If you know Mowe very well, you know the place I'm talking about. It's just close to the express, not like 5 minutes drive from the express, but it is in a very serene and quiet environment because it is inside Mowe. It's a town on its own. So I showed him that property, and he immediately fell in love with it. He immediately fell in love with this property and said, this one, I will go for this. Number one, it was in his price budget, or even lower than what he budgeted for. Number two, he saw the future of the estate because he was buying it in an off-plan stage. The property was not yet completed when he bought it. So because we've done the due diligence, we've checked about the company that is selling this property or building this property. They've done other projects in the past and they've done really well. We've seen the proof of all the projects that they've done in the past. They deliver. So he now said, okay, I'll go for this particular property, even when the property was not completed. When he picked it, he didn't pay immediately because, of course, he met me online. We've not seen in person. So he was still stalling. He's still trying to, he's still being skeptical and all of that. But I was still keeping tabs with him, sending him details of the property. If there's any information about the property, I'll show him. If there's any news about the property, I'll show him the project report and everything, how the property is going, how the project is going. I was giving him details every step of the way. Then when the price wanted to increase, I told him that, sir, this property, you saw it for the price of 45 million. This property will be 48 million naira very soon. I sent him the flyer and everything. He saw it and he was like, he would pay the initial deposit. That was when it dawned on him that this property is not going to be waiting for him. He then paid an initial deposit of about 5 million naira. Even when he was paying the initial deposit, he paid it the morning of the price increase. And it is definitely not allowed because the price has already increased. And as a good consultant that I am, I had to start negotiating on his behalf. Not just negotiate on the old price of 45 million. I still had to negotiate for 4 months payment plan. Meanwhile, it's only 3 months payment plan, no interest. But 4 months payment plan, you get to pay interest and extra, I think 10% thereabout, between 5 and 10%. So I had to negotiate for the old price and also negotiate for him to pay 4 months interest free, which I eventually succeeded in. Of course, yours truly, I succeeded in doing that. Negotiated for him and he paid according to his timing. He finished paying. Month after month, he made sure he made his payment, which you see in the proof. So after that part, after I finished paying for the property, I was sending him details every 2 weeks. I do not miss it. I usually send him details of what is going on site, updates of what is going on site. I sent it to him and make sure that he is on the know. That is because no matter where you are in the world, You should always know what is happening with whatever property that you buy. So after I finished making payments, the next thing was allocation, which he got allocated, although he sent his representative to come for his allocation. You see the proof over here. See proof, me and the man taking picture and videos, him collecting his documents and everything. They showed him his own unit where he is allocated to. They showed him and gave him his keys and his documents to his own units. That is a 3-bedroom bungalow and a BQ in Mowe. He bought it as of then for 45 million naira. Now in 2026, even before I finished paying, like I said earlier, the price of the property jumps. But currently, that same property is selling for 78 million naira, non-negotiable, and people are rushing it. People are buying into it because of the serenity. It comes with a stream. It has a waterfront. It is a serene area, somewhere anybody that wants to rest, somewhere anybody that wants to enjoy rest. You know Lakwe Golf, and if you know Isimi Lagos, that is exactly what Mowe Golf is all about. It has golf course, it has stream, waterfront. It's just like a country home. If you're a retiree and you are looking for somewhere calm, serene, you know, somewhere you can enjoy, you can relax, relieve yourself, come to Mowe Golf. You will definitely love it there. But I digress. That was how he got allocated to his own unit in Mowe Golf Town. So we have all the proof of from start to finish of how the journey went. You can see it on the screen. It's not like I'm telling you stories. At least you can see the proof on the screen. So from start to finish, how it all went down. It all started with just a message on Instagram, and see it now. I have helped him secure a very good property in Mowe Golf Town. And if you are abroad, you're looking for a property, somewhere that you can buy and somewhere you can always come to, somewhere peaceful, serene, somewhere you can enjoy, have peace of mind, a property with genuine title that you won't have to be running helter-skelter, then you should call me on the numbers showing on your screen right now to cop your own unit at Mowe Golf. Aside from that, we have other properties. Just let me know what you want, and then we'll look for something that best suits you. My name remains Hope Destiny Otini, the consultant of DH Realties. Until next time, bye for now.